It's with deep sincerity that I pay my respects to the traditional custodians of this land, and here in Darwin it's the Larrakia people. Being outside in the elements with all the diverse species and beings, it is almost timeless. Water trickling, the light in the leaves, the wind on our skin, insects beneath the leaves and the soil, listening to the birds, and then just enjoying every moment. It's so important because actually this moment is all we have. My name's Emma Lupin, and I'm a top-end community member, an artist, an environmental educator, sun-kissed plant lover, and a sensory explorer, amongst lots of other things. Here in the top end, I'm always blown away by the vastness, the diversity, and the energy that this continent holds, and the living cultures that are still connecting to this country. My art practice is inspired by that deep connection, that humans are not separate from the world around us. The images themselves, they are depicting body parts being entwined in all of the materials that are made from plant inks and prints. The practice of going and collecting the plants and observing and being is part of the practice itself, so it's a kind of meditation. It's a distillation of that experience, of that day, of that time, onto the page. Some of the artworks have body prints in the background, so that's usually done first. Ooh, that's a good one.
So then I'll need to lay down on it, hey?
Okay, lie down.
Yes!
This is just great shapes there. That's so good, isn't it?
Yeah, the creases came out better that time.
Yeah. And these are just some experiments of printing the jackfruit with a little bit of colour through. I work as an environmental scientist, plant specialist, and an artist, so it's kind of somewhere in between where you're documenting and experimenting. I especially love plants that are useful so you can eat them, or they make dye, and it's the stories as well that come with that and connect you to a place and to the people that use them. I'm on a journey that includes collecting and foraging plants, but I don't do it lightly. Some of the plants I use are foraged from suburbias. They're weeds, so we're also kind of doing the place a favour as well. We have to remember that every bit of land actually has a tenure and someone's responsible for managing it, and you need to get permission to be there. So a lot of the collecting I do is on land of people that I know that manage it. And I think a lot of troubles that have arisen in the world is the idea that we can control nature, we can take things from it and it won't affect us. But it is us, our whole complex, incredible world. We're just part of it. You know, it almost looks like the body's mashed into these other natural materials, which is exactly how I feel about us and nature, you know, that we are mashed into it, we are it, and we really need to remember that.
It's really beautiful to see this artwork. Emma's been a very earthy person. I found her to be connected with the land and the food, and as we're eating the food that's grown from here, we really are made up from the earth that we live on and the water as well. So congratulations on your beautiful work, and of course as these inks do fade, so do we, but we pass on all the colours and knowledge to our kids.
Thank you. I hope with a lot of the work I do, including my art, that it's to inspire people to observe the complexities and wonder of the natural world and get to know it and care for it. Because our time here is very fleeting in the grand scheme of things. And so while we're here, we should make the most of it, but also try and look after where we are